Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to Six News. Today we have early access to the patch notes for Rainbow Six Siege's next season, Operation Solar Raid, and this is coming with a huge amount of balancing that we're going to go over, and at times I'll also insert early access gameplay to show you the difference between the current season and the new season. And let's begin with operator speed changes. And to keep this simple, I'm just going to refer to the speed numbers here, so of course bear in mind that a 3 speed is fast with less health, and a 1 speed is slow with more health. So our Rooney is becoming a 1 speed operator from our previous 2 speed. Dokkaebi is going to be a 3 speed operator, previously a 2 speed. Echo is becoming a 2 speed operator, previously a 1 speed. Ela is becoming a 2 speed operator, previously a 3 speed. Melusi is becoming a 1 speed operator, previously a 3 speed. Mute is becoming a 1 speed operator, previously a 2 speed. Osa is becoming a 1 speed, previously a 2 speed. Sens is becoming a 3 speed, previously a 1 speed. Sledge is becoming a 1 speed, previously a 2 speed. Thatcher is becoming a 1 speed, previously a 2 speed. Thunderbird is becoming a 2 speed, previously a 3 speed. Zero is becoming a 3 speed, previously a 2 speed. Zofia is becoming a 1 speed, previously a 2 speed. And that's it for operator speed changes. However, that is not the end of the news when it comes to speed changes. So what is changing alongside this is movement while aiming down sights. So if you're aiming down the sights, of course, you move slower. And a 3 speed actually moves a little bit faster than a 1 speed. So what they're doing with aiming down the sights is if you are moving, of course this doesn't have anything to do with leaning, this is moving around as if you're walking and aiming at the same time. That will all be changing, so when you're aiming down sights with any character, they will now be moving at the same speed, and that translates to the same as a 1 speed operator. So you're going to be moving around a little bit slower. Now, for me, who plays multiple different armor types, I have not noticed the difference when playing the early access build. But let's say you play only the 3 speed operators, you're going to notice a significant slowdown when you're aiming down sights. And then I also want to make sure that I'm crystal clear here with what is actually changing, because there's a lot of things when it comes to aiming down sights that involve speed, like going from zoomed out to zoom in. You can change that with the grip attachments, and you've also got leaning speed as well. And both of those things have been changed in the past, but with this patch, those things are not changing whatsoever. They remain exactly the same as the previous season. What is changing is that when you go into your aim down sight and then you will move at the current speed of a 3 armor looking down their sights right now in the live game. And this will just help to remove one of the advantages that the 3 speeds have over the 1 speeds, and hopefully just put them in a bit more of a balanced ground, because right now the more health doesn't really help that much when it comes up against a 3 speed. But anyway, on to the next one. And then we have a general change, which is to hip fire. So normally when you're in different stances, you get a different hip fire size. That is again being standardized, so you will always have the same hip fire as if you were standing, even if you're crouched or prone. And then let's move on to general balancing changes. So Finka and Fuse's LMG is getting increased recoil on console. So the vertical recoil will be increasing for controller players. Fuse and Ace's AK-12 will be getting a reduction in damage down to 40 from its previous 45. Jackal's C7E assault rifle will be getting an increase in magazine size from 25 to 30. Nuke and Smoke's FMG9 SMG is getting an increase on recoil on PC, and this is going to be vertical and horizontal increase. Zofia's LMG-E is getting an increase in vertical recoil on console. Alibi's Prisma will no longer be detected as an enemy when thrown outside of the building, and they're removing the 1.5x scope from her MX4 Storm SMG. And that is the end of the balancing changes that I've been given early access to. Of course, with the full patch notes, there might be little tweaks here and there, but that is our big balancing changes that are coming with this season. I will also add in a few additional changes that are coming. So first of all, switching ability mode for Zofia and Capital. So of course they have different ammo types from their gadget, which means they can switch between those different ammo types. Well, you can actually do it now when the gadget is unequipped. That means that if I'm walking into an objective, I've got my assault rifle up, I can switch to smokes with Capital, and then when I actually switch to my gadget, it'll have the smokes ready to go. And the button they're using for this is previously the one that was used for select fire changing, and that will be on console and PC. There will also be no friendly fire during the preparation phase, so if you're shooting at drones or making rotations, this is with explosives and with gunfire, you will no longer do friendly fire. There's also a change to the map ban system, so of course this is for unranked and ranked. You will not be able to ban the new Nighthaven Labs map throughout the entirety of the Solar Raid season. Now of course there's a huge selection of maps that come up, so you're still not going to have a 100% chance to get the new map, but it should come up enough that you actually learn it, and hopefully that means players will then not ban new maps quite as much, because they'll have an entire season where they do have to play it. And then we have an improvement to the team color system. So of course in game you can customize what color your team is and the enemy color, and this is consistent throughout the entire game that you're playing. So if you're orange when you're on defense, you're orange. When you're on attack, you're orange. You can make the enemy team red so that whenever you're up against an attacker team or a defender team, they will be red. Well, now the gadgets will also match those colors. So let's say that you've got it set up so that your team is blue and the enemy team is red. Well, that means that your friendly or renegades will be blue, and when you're on attack and you go up against them, they will be red. This also impacts claymore lasers. So let's say you have difficulty with color blindness, seeing the lasers that come out of the claymores. Well, you can change that by changing the enemy team's color, and now you can see those lasers far easier. There's also a small change to the HUD elements when it comes to the bomb markers for attackers. Normally when the diffuser is dropped, those bomb markers will disappear. Now they will just kind of grey out and go to a different color, so you can still see where the bomb actually are located, and you'll know that the diffuser is not in anyone's hands because of the color of the markers, making it hopefully easier to remember where exactly all the bomb sites are that you've already discovered. And then we have a change that has nothing to do with balancing, and that is drone cosmetics. You're now going to be able to customize your drones, and this is going to be, I think, first of all in the battle pass. It'll also be in paid packs as well in the future, and as a new cosmetic option for attackers in the menu. There's also a small update to the shooting range, which is going to allow you to look at reports of what you've just used for weapons and which attachments, and it'll also have like a printout of the actual pattern of the recoil that you got and stuff like that, so you can kind of figure out which is the best attachment for your gun and things like that, and really test everything you want. And that is everything that's kind of balanced and related. I've got another video out on Solus right now. That's the new operator on defense. You can go check out exactly what she does in my other video. And then I'm going to have a buttload of videos going over the new Rank 2.0, the new Battle Pass, crossplay, cross progression, and all of that. So big thanks to my Patreons who've helped to actually keep this going, and major props to them, and of course the channel members as well. So get subscribed to keep up to date on all this additional stuff that's coming with this season. It is a very big one and a lot of details to go over. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.